Alright guys, here it is. 102 was this run completion. I'll show you the whole run. This is the team lineup and setup. So we have Skeleton Knight with Capitalist, Primal Fusion with Capitalist, Griffith with Capitalist. We have Omega Dragon Lord, we have Lullaby, and we have Jin Woo. All three of these with Sovereign. For upgrade order, just have Jin Woo at the far end. This way he upgrades as quick as possible. And between the Uta and him, they'll both max out by the end. So when it comes down to this lineup, if you guys are wondering why we're using Capitalist, the reason behind is if one copy dies, if they had dupe, the other, it just can't come back. So at least if one Gogeta dies, the other one can come just right back. And worst case, you have to wait an extra 5 seconds to get the other Gogeta coming back to help out. The same goes for the Griffith and these other units with Capitalist. So we're trying to keep the buff on as long as possible. So this one was 59 seconds. Let's leave. Let's try out. Let's show you the equipment and gear. This is what we're using. Can I test Soul of Chances? Yeah, we could do a little test right after this. Alright, so when it comes down to gear, this is my Uta. She has the send cooldown. You know what? That doesn't look great. We can put more range on her. Let's put more range on Uta. Range. Chest for cost. That looks a lot better. She costs 18 yen. Perfect. Alright, for Griffith, we're adding the stun with Steel Ball. I think this is relatively okay. I'm not too tethered to what Griffith used. He's really just there for buffing. He has the crit wing, so we can get him to 100% crit chance, so whatever damage he does do has 100% crit. Skeleton Knight, you're just looking for range and low cost. That's why we have Capitalist on him. And then it lets us use Ultra, so he can summon faster, but he is extremely low cost, being 0. We have Jin Woo. Right now for Jin Woo, we've been playing around with the different gear sets. I know some people are using all ability cooldown so that they can reach a far lower number. I do think a healthier balance is using the crit chance chest plate. What that does is this will get him to about 100 and something crit chance by his final upgrade. I think that just suits him much better. The other two is just ability cooldown here. For this is just crit damage, ability cooldown, and ability cooldown. That's primarily where his damage comes from. Curse-wise, you're going to want to get as low ability cooldown as possible and higher ability damage. Some people go for base damage. I do think going for ability damage might be a little better. His percentage-wise is still kind of crazy. So I think this number must have been changed from yesterday. I think this was 2,500 last I saw on my stream. I think that was 2,500. I think that value was changed. And then we have full crit gear on Shenron with Soul of Fire Trident. You're just looking for extra DPS, but the real thing is you want to get him to attack as fast as possible. This is just to make him much more effective when it comes down to applying his buff and getting stuns and freeze off. Then we have Primal Fusion. I know this one will spark maybe some controversy again. I know the most popular thing for him is Duplicate. I like using Capitalist on this right now. I play around with both, but I still stand on the fact that if one dies, it can't spawn back until the other one dies. So I do think the 2 spawn cap and both on separate timers is a lot better. And by the time Boros spawns, both of them will be up anyway, so both can apply their debuff as needed. This will keep him at a relatively low cost, being 0, so he's just a free unit to have. And him attacking as fast as possible is key. So Soul of Fire Trident again. If you don't have these items, I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you. A lot of you guys ask for replacements for these souls. All I can say is get the units before the souls. Focus on getting the units to do the swarm event. The souls will come the more you actually do get the shards. Let's go to curses. Also, unit-wise, so I got to show you replacements for units. I know everybody asks this one. It's like, okay, nice build, great build. I don't have Shenron. What can I use? You can use Captain. You can use Flame Captain because you're looking for stuff like damage amp. You can use Golden Will. Golden Will is another alternative because he works similarly to Primal Fusion. If you don't have Primal Fusion, use Golden Will. If you don't have any of those, you could also use Umbrella Fang. Umbrella Fang is also a nice alternative. He probably doesn't work as effective as a lot of other units, but he's still damage amp. And if you're in a situation where you're at that point that you don't have these units, you can start opting for DPS. So another alternative is Thunder Goddess. So you can go ahead and try Yoruichi. She's still very, very powerful, very strong. And then worst case, if you don't have any of these, you might need another comp entirely. But Jin Woo is the crux of it, with a lot of damage amp and debuffing the enemy. So this is kind of just the standard. At the minimum, everyone who is playing this can get Jin Woo, Griffith, and Skeleton. I think if you have these three, you'll still get very, very good times. So don't concern yourself too much. For Jin Woo, it should just be ability cooldown. This is what I have right now. I'll roll more on him in the future so I can get something better. For him, it is attack speed as quick as possible, so minus 15 is definitely better for Shenron if you can get it. Primal Fusion, minus 15. Range for Skeleton Knights, really all you need. You don't care about his DPS. Griffith, I have him with this setup. I think this is fine for now. It's not ideal, but you're going to need range probably for him. Lullaby, range as well. So very straightforward as to the curses. So I showed you guys the build, 2 run times. Let's do one more. I do want to try out something different. Maybe we feel a little better with Soul of Chances. Just recommended by a viewer. See if we could try it out. 50% bonus for his ability every 3 abilities. Let's do another run real quick. Yeah, appreciate you guys tuning in, checking out my stream, checking out the making of this video from me. This is how I enjoy doing the content right now, is kind of doing it live with everybody, and I think that works the best when it comes down to creation. Get the best results this way. Alright, let's see how this run goes with the So what did we go? We went from, did we go from 1.6 to 1.9? Is that what we went to? 1.6 to 1.9. So 0.3 seconds cooldown is what the trade-off was. Were we 1.4? So we traded off 0.5 seconds. There is one more alternative we can try right after this, and because we don't care how fast or how slow he hits, we might try the Soul of Sloth. That was 105. He did die that time. Maybe Sloth Soul might be good. If you guys are still watching, I'm going to try one more attempt, and we'll try with Soul of Sloth and see if that's better. Attack cooldown. Damage. Let's try with Soul of Sloth real quick. Let's see if 66% more damage is much better for him, since we're sacking the cooldown. Because Soul of Chances is my abilities have a chance to do 50% more, you might as well just go for 66% more damage, I think, flat. It's probably more consistent than every 3 abilities. So even in the sake of time, over 3 abilities, you're probably getting a little more damage. I think. I think, so we'll see. We'll see how he scales right now. You said, hey, Primal with Sovereign won't ever get hit due to range. I see you. The issue is that Primal, even if you have Sovereign Brother, will run up to the base. So he's still going to get slapped either way. Because the units here that have Sovereign with amazing range get stuck at the base over here. So either way, you're kind of in a pickle. Yes. Twitch chat is integrated into my OBS. Yes. Did we just die? Jin Woo did die. Try one more time. I know, he wouldn't die again, but at that point it really wouldn't matter, brother. You have to understand, at that point, if things die and he spawns and spawns again, it's like, it's irrelevant. It's the first few seconds that kind of matters. The cooldown is lower. I mean, he has 0.6 seconds right now, so I think that's pretty good for him to be where he's at. So he died again. I don't know. I think we're sacking too much of the stat. Yeah. No, guys. I think the way to go is gonna be I think Soul of Agony is gonna be a lot better. Soul of Agony is just much better. Yeah, it's tough to like pick and choose and play around with some of these things, but I do think that Soul of Agony just works a little better. Yep. Alright guys, appreciate y'all for tuning in to the updated video. Let me know what you think. We were trying out Soul of Sloth, we were trying out Soul of Chances. I do think landing on Soul of Agony is a lot better, but yeah, let me know what you guys think. I think this is the most consistent I can get the Swarm event down to, so yep. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to smash that like button on the video and subscribe. Thank you. Don't leave. I'm not leaving. I was doing an outro just for the video. He said don't leave. It's just an outro for the video. I'll probably do another one for dungeons. I will probably leave in maybe 30 minutes or so. We'll see. Cooked by Night bot, yeah. Why not use Boros? I feel like Boros doesn't get as much value right now. I just don't think he's getting as much value. It might be worth trying. The only replacement here, I think, for the comp is Lullaby. I don't think you replace Primal. Yeah, fully aware his DPS is very strong. Yeah, this you can't trade out Agony. 0.6 seconds is hard to replace here. Boom, done. 53 seconds. Yeah, that was a good run.